Welcome back. In this video, I'm solving Leetcode problem 2332, the latest time to catch a bus. Highly disliked one. I also dislike it because it's easy to get messed up, like in some edge cases. But essentially, it's not that complicated. So this is the main idea of the problem. So if capacity, we have buses and we have passengers and we have arrays that represent when the buses. So this is first bus, this is second bus, and this is departure time of the bus and this is arrival time of the passenger. And if passenger arrives before or latest at departure time of bus, and if the bus is has more capacity, passenger can enter. So these are all the data, and the only rule is, so when bus arrives, if capacity or fewer passengers are waiting for a bus, they all get on the bus. So if we have less than, let's say, 2 passengers waiting for the bus, then they all get. But if it's more, then the passengers who arrive earliest will get on the bus. And the messy part is you cannot arrive at the same time as another passenger. That's also important info. So I think idea is clear. So let's try to code this up. So what do we need to get? We need to get time of arrival of latest passenger that catches the bus, and then that's the first thing. And second thing, if that bus has still less passengers than capacity, if the bus has less passengers than capacity, then departure of bus is latest time. But let's remove this. That's one situation, and another situation is, but this one is not clear. So but yeah, this one is a bit. So the tricky part is maybe the latest passenger will come, let's say at time 20. So that means even though capacity is, like, let's say for that bus, we still have one empty place, we must not arrive at time 20. That's the idea. So time around of latest passenger that catches the bus. So this actually is like a separate case. If that time is not departure time of latest bus, then solution we have. And if it is, then if same, then check first available time before. So that's the kind of idea. So these lists are not necessarily sorted. So let's do it like this. sorted buses, sorted passengers. Okay. I also need a set of passengers, but that's something for later. Okay, now let's check. Let's check what's the latest time. What's the time of the latest passenger that catches the bus? So if passenger arrives earlier than the previous bus, then the latest bus is if the passenger can, it will always catch the earliest bus it can. So we'll go through the buses and passenger and get passengers into the buses. So for bus in sorted buses. Okay. I need to somehow track the index of the passenger. Last passenger will be the one that catch the bus. So yeah, let's do it like this. So no one catch the bus. So for I in maybe range, or yeah, let's set range. So range will be last passenger plus 1 and length of passengers. And so we have a case that arrival time of passenger is before departure time of bus plus capacity. So these two things we need to check. So let's first check capacity. So for each bus, we'll reset current will be capacity. So current capacity. So if current capacity. So if current capacity is greater than 0, I'll reduce it. Else we'll see what. So if current capacity is greater than 0, and if arrival time of this passenger is before departure time of the bus. So if so I have I, if sorted passengers, if sorted passengers of I if sorted passengers of I is less than or equal B, Then we have new last passenger. Last passenger is equal to I, and current capacity is reduced by 1. Okay, and if it's not so, else here we continue, and if it's not so, we need to break out of this loop because current passenger is not the one. It's not the one that will. It won't get into the bus, so we need to check the next bus. Okay. If current capacity is 0 or less, is not greater than 0, we need to, what do we need to do? Do we need to do anything? Yeah, we need to break this loop and go for the next bus. Okay. I think this part is correct. Now let's think of situations. So we need to track also I will pull this one out because I'm not sure if I'll try it without it, but let me see if I can print current capacity latest last. I'm not sure if I can reach this one out of for loop, so let me just check that and return, let's say, passengers of okay, so I can reach it. Current capacity is 0. Okay, so now call it latest time, or do I need to? Maybe I can call it latest time, last time, so it's a bit more clear. Last time, because that's what I actually want, and that's this one. Okay, now can do it like that. Let's call it here last time. Sort and passenger of last passenger. Okay. And now I have to check. So there are two cases. Either we have, even though if capacity is, so if locker capacity greater than 0. Last time. And last time is not equal to sorted buses of -1. Then we return and if not, we need to get a set of passengers space and for in range last time, let's put, so if the latest time someone can arrive is 2, then 1 is okay also. Yeah, I'll do it like this. If I not in pass. Okay, this should be it. Let's see. Seems good. You see how much trouble I had, and okay, first try it works. So as you can see, there are some like cases you have to think of, but if you're like oh, don't know what happened there, but if you're like tracking precisely what you need, I think the problem is pretty clear. So yeah, let's see time and space complexity. So space complexity is of n, that's for sure. And time complexity, so we are sorting, that's n log n. And we are going through all the buses. And for in range and passengers. Not sure if this is all squared. In the worst case, what if each passenger arrives very, very late? So I'll take a bus and I'll have to go through all passengers. Yeah, so this should be off and squared if I'm correct, because that's like the biggest one for the worst case. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And yeah, I hope everything makes sense here. Thank you for following in this one, and see you in the next one.